Okay, so I probably don't have to tell you how amazing Instagram Reels is in terms of organic reach and growth. You've probably heard that plenty of times. But what I do want to tell you in this video is that the content of your Reels matters a lot. If you just pick random ideas or blindly try to mirror your favorite accounts, your Reels probably aren't going to gain too much traction. In fact, we tried this on our account and only a handful of the trending Reels we created actually gained significant reach and engagement. So for the ones that did go viral, what worked? And how can you replicate that for your own business? In today's video, we're gonna go over just that, as well as give you a framework for finding ideas for Reels that will help you go viral. Sounds useful, right? Let's jump in. To start, let's talk about the Reels algorithm. Now, it's impossible to completely decode the algorithm, but we have noticed a few patterns, and we've come to a few conclusions. The first thing we found is that the algorithm loves when viewers watch a video all the way through, and because Reels play on loop, it's even better if they watch it a few times. That's probably the biggest factor in helping your Reels get pushed out to more people. And then probably the second biggest factor is interactions. So getting likes is great, but saves, shares, and comments are even better. If you're getting a lot of those, the algorithm should start to push out your Reel to more people. Alright, so now that we've got a bit of background on the algorithm, let's look at a few types of content that are hitting these metrics the algorithm is looking for. One reason people save things or share them with their friends is because they find them super entertaining or funny or relatable, and they want to share them with other people who they also think would like them. Another reason someone might save something is if it's a trend that they can participate in. They might not want to make their video right away, but they'll save your video so that they can go back to it later when they want to make their own video. So here's an example of a Reel that's super relatable and funny, definitely the kind of thing you would want to share with your friends if you liked this. And here's an example of a Reel that the audience might want to participate in. This Reel probably has a lot of saves. Another reason someone might save or share a Reel is because they derived a lot of value from the content, and they either want to save it for reference later or share the valuable content with someone else. So when it comes to these educational types of Reels, there are a few different categories that tend to do really well in terms of getting saves. The first category is advice or answering a simple question. The second category is a short tutorial. The third category is lists, and the fourth category is ideas or inspiration. So this Reel here offers some helpful business advice just by answering a really simple question that a lot of people probably have. It also utilizes the trendy audio, which makes this video a lot more fun and definitely helps its chances of going viral. This one is a simple food recommendation, a short tutorial on how to make this snack. Definitely the kind of thing people would save because they might not want to make this right away, but they'll reference it later when they do want a snack. This one is a simple list of exercises that probably a lot of people would benefit from, so a lot of people would save this to look at later. And this one here people would save for the inspiration or ideas of how they want to decorate their own space. They're probably not going to stop right there and decorate, but they'll save this to go back to later. One thing those Reels all have in common is that they hit a sweet spot between being informative and entertaining. So when you're creating Reels, you definitely want to think about how you can hit that sweet spot, and if you do, you have a much better chance of going viral. For example, you could make a Reel where you're just answering frequently asked questions, but you set it to a trending audio. Or you could make a Reel that's a list of tips or advice, but behind it you put a dance video. We use this formula all the time where we take either a trend or a trending audio and recreate a little mini tutorial for our audience, so it's very entertaining and informative. So this one starts with a really trendy and super cool dance video, but then we add value at the end by showing the audience how they could create a similar video. This one is obviously a really trendy dance that you've probably seen before on TikTok or Reels, so we decided to make this Reel with our little fish character, and we provided value by answering frequently asked social media questions. For this one, we took the "this is your sign" trend, which is very popular, and we made it our own, and we made it the kind of thing that our audience would be inspired by. And here's another tutorial, again very informative and also very trendy. Alright, now that we've identified some of those core content types, let's take a look at how you can find ideas that fit into those types, and in some cases fit into more than one of the types, which goes back to finding that sweet spot. Your first step is going to be to identify your core target audience who brings the most value to your brand. So let's take the example of a pet grooming business. In this case, the core audience would obviously be people who have pets. Your next step is going to be to make a list of relatable situations for people in that target audience. So try to get really specific here and try to come up with about 10. So going back to the pet grooming business, Some relatable situations for people in that audience might be that your dog rolled in the mud and you need to get him cleaned, your cat needs her nails trimmed, you need your pet to look nice for a party that you're having, stuff like that. Next, you're gonna make a list of pain points that people in your target audience have. So issues they have that you can help them solve. For example, it's really hard to clean your dog at home if he doesn't cooperate, you don't have the time to trim your cat's nails, you don't have the tools to give your dog a haircut, or you don't know how often your pet needs a bath. Again, try to find about 10 to put on a list, and that's going to be a great starting point for finding ideas. And if you want to find even more ideas, you can try some other formats for these lists. There's definitely a lot of different routes you could go. You could make a list of myths versus realities that your audience faces in their lives. You could make a list of products that you think your audience would love. You can make a list of goals that your audience might have in their lives, or a list of things that they're likely to do on their day off. All right, so now you've got your lists, and now what you're gonna do is head over to Reels and spend some time just watching Reels and find out what's trending. You can find broad trends and then also look for trends that are more specific to your niche. For example, you could try looking at other pet grooming accounts to see what they're doing, or you could try searching hashtags in your niche such as pet lover, dog lover, cat lover, things like that. For InVideo, we might look at what other video creators are doing. So pick a few trends that you like, and then what we're gonna do is combine those with the lists that you previously made. Now let's come over to InVideo.io, select template, and then select the vertical size. So if you found a trend you like, you can try searching for it, or if not, this is actually another way to find ideas for trends. Try searching trendy reels and see what comes up. So you're gonna pick out one of the templates from InVideo, then pick out one of the pain points or relatable situations or something from one of the lists that you made, and you're gonna combine it with the template. So you'll just need to plug your own assets into the template, usually photos or videos, and then you'll need to change the words to make sense for the reel that you're making, and that's usually about it. It's very simple and easy. Once you're happy with how your video looks, come up to the top here and hit download and share, and you'll be able to download your video. And then you're gonna bring it into Reels, and when you upload it to Reels, what you wanna do is search for the audio from the trend that you created, but you want to use the audio that's actually from Instagram. It's much better for the algorithm if they can actually recognize the song and see that you're using the one from Reels. So that's how you can create a trending video, and if you didn't find a trend you like, what you can do is find trending audio and just create your own video around that. So to find trending audio, come to Instagram, hit the plus sign here as if you're gonna create a new reel, but then instead of creating a new reel, just hit the audio icon here and listen to a few of these sounds. The ones at the top are gonna be the ones that are currently trending. And then you can just use a blank canvas on InVideo to create your reel, and again, upload that into Reels and use the audio from Instagram. If you keep creating reels using the formula we just laid out in this video, it's only a matter of time before you start seeing a lot more engagement and start gaining a lot more followers. And I actually have one more hack for you. We actually have a whole playlist on our channel where we go over new ideas for Reels and TikTok week after week. So if you want to check that out to get some ideas, just go ahead and click here. What do you think of the formula we just shared? Do you think it's going to work? Let us know in the comments below, and if you have any questions, feel free to leave those in the comments and we will respond with an answer. And if you want a head start on finding your ideas, check out these videos on screen where we go over some of the top ideas for Reels that businesses can use. I'm Teresa with InVideo, and I'll see you in the next one.